As I told you, we broke down in West Virginia this week. We were just a little bit north of Morgantown, West Virginia, in a little town called Bruceton Mills. All of you have heard of Bruceton Mills before, right? It was a little town that was named after a guy whose last name was Bruce, and they're used to, years ago, their main economy was mills. They had mills there, and like grinding mills and stuff. And so it was called Bruceton Mills. And at one time, they had over 200 people. But when we were there, and you can look this up in Wikipedia, because this is where I found out the information, they have a population of 86. Wow. And I think every one of them knew we were there. But I tell you what, there's some great people in Bruceton Mills, West Virginia. We had people minister to us in an amazing way. We came in, we got off the interstate because the car it was dying. Okay. Matter of fact, before I could park it, it shut down, and I had to coast down the road and into a parking lot and park it into a parking space. Fortunately, it was just 2 blocks away from the only motel in Bruceton Mills. And so we carried our stuff down to this motel, and we paid for that night, and the next day we got up and we were trying to work things out, what we were going to do, see if somebody could look at our car. We didn't know what the problem was, and we knew we had to get around somehow and stuff like that. So we asked the guy that was working at the counter, and we said, "Can you give us a few hours grace on the checkout time? Because I'm not sure we're going to be out of there." And he said, "Yeah, that's no problem." Well, word got out and to the owner, and that was actually her son. It was behind the counter. The owner, he called her mother. All of us ended up calling her mother. The rest of the time we were there, we just referred to her as mother, which was a very fitting title, by the way, for all that she did. And she eventually told us, "If you need to stay a second night, feel free to stay for free. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about payments." There was a church that bought us breakfast. One morning, a local church there that just bought us breakfast out of the goodness of their heart. One of the ladies that worked at the motel brought us pizza for supper one night. Now, it wasn't New York pizza, but it was free, so I wouldn't get it, right? And just people were coming out of the woodwork, and Tammy sent an email to a church that was just outside of Morgantown, asking just if somebody could run us around, or if they knew somebody who could work on our car, or anything like that. And the lady called us. Her name was Joanne. And she said that her and some other people from the church had gathered there at the church building that morning. And they prayed for an opportunity to be able to serve somebody. And 15 minutes later, they got Tammy's email of our situation. Yeah. All the time. They can't just randomly pick this church out on the internet. Come to find out, one of the members of that church was the owner of that motel, Mother. She's the one that owned the motel. And so all of that worked out. We got in touch with a place that could look at our car and see what was wrong with it. The lady that we got in contact with there, we went to school with at Johnson back in the 90s. And so that just kind of worked out. It's just amazing how all this worked out. And we were in the office of the motel talking with Mother, letting her know what was going on and where we were and how we were trying to get out. At this point, we knew our car was shot and we were looking for a rental and all that. And she said, "You know, I just feel like I need to do this." We didn't know what she was going to do. She opens up her register. She pulls out money. And she gives us back what we paid for the motel on that first night. So we ended up staying at this motel the whole time, completely free. Oh, wow. Why would people do stuff like that? Why? They may not be persecuted. They may not be in danger of their life. But man, they're stretching themselves. They're going out of their way. They're even taking financial hits to help us out. Why would they do that? Because they're living in the reality of the resurrection of Jesus.